Yeah. Yeah.
Dude! It's huge right now. It's crowded. Ah, good. Oh, it's firing. It's firing right now.
Yeah. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. They getting nervous, I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They say they want it, I need it. Damn, I'm going dumb like I dropped out of class. Get in my lane and I'm going right past. I turn it up, watch me go to the max. You ain't it first and you know that you last. I thought I told them I'm coming right back. I got a flows like it came from the tap, and I came from my city, that's right on my back. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of this time getting severed. Look.
Dude, are you good? The swell's too gnarly.
I had a duck dive that last time.
How's it? You know the rules. Aloha. Best surfer in the world, Sterling Spencer, and Cousin Ryan presents Pinch My Salt.
Oh, wow. Dude, happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween.
I can't believe you're a lesbian for Halloween.
I'm a bush, dude.
I said what I said. You look like a lesbian. Well, don't lesbians have pretty big bushes?
I don't know. I don't run in those circles. Happy Halloween, Sterling. I know this is your favorite holiday.
I don't know. I think I'm getting over it.
Really? You're getting older and over it?
I think I'm not liking as much because now everyone likes it.
Oh, it used to kind of be indie.
It's almost as big as Christmas.
I know. What happened?
I feel like Halloween, like the true Halloween core lords, it's about like really haunting people. Like I loved it when I was a kid when you got to that one house where you kind of felt not safe.
Yeah, it felt a little demonic or something.
Like it was a little too far.
Yeah, they don't have a Bible.
Like what are these guys, how much time do these guys have?
Yeah. Yeah, because there'd be some really gnarly dudes that would get into it.
Like really gnarly blood and stuff.
Yeah, like...
I liked that. I liked where you went too far.
Now it's all Etsy.
Now it's tons of inflatables and like
it's gotten too mainstream.
It's like all about the kids.
Yeah, stupid idea.
I think we all have a dark side, and it's good to get in touch with it.
Really?
Well, safely.
Okay, good.
And I think Halloween was a safe outlet.
Okay.
Like to get all the ghoulish.
Get the demons out?
If you don't get the dark out safely, it will come out without you wanting it to come out.
They're like overeating.
I wasn't going to say it.
Overeating and indulgence.
Yeah, if you don't get it out safely.
So how does how are you getting it out? Just feeling the demons dancing?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure it out with you right now.
Oh, okay. So back in the day, there was more like hardcore, like core lord
witches.
Real witches?
I think that's why some people get all witchy.
Oh, because they don't celebrate Halloween. Good. I can't track.
Like, I think we got to get the witch out.
Got to get the witch out.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Kind of.
You know how you'll go in the backyard and cuss without anyone hearing?
Or in your
so
car.
by the time you get to church, you won't.
I'll smile.
If you stub your toe, you'll be like, mother lover. But if you get it out.
Oh, I see. You got to get it out, channel it out somehow.
Yeah, I think that's the secret.
But what does it have to do with you don't like Halloween anymore?
It's too nice. What happened to like the 90s gore? Like smashing pumpkins like on the ground.
Yeah.
And, like I want the bullies to come out. Am I the only one?
Well, now that you say it, you drive down the street and it's all these like Target moms with their like Target purchased 12-foot skeletons, and it's like they hired some Mexicans to put it up. It's too perfect now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we need like real, like someone like that could actually be someone's real skeleton.
Me and my friend, we would go on like scare hunts, like to see how many people we could scare.
Yeah,
but like good scares.
Yeah,
where they thought it was on.
Yeah, I remember going down to Fort Pickens and you'd hear ghosts.
Really?
Yeah.
He lying?
We would go down there at night. No. We'd go down there late at night and like hide from all the park rangers. And you'd hear some stuff, dude.
Like what?
I don't know, like creaks and...
Oh, yeah?
like they were all Hawaiian.
Oh, yeah?
Uncle.
You just heard someone doing it. You're like, whoa, ghost.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe. That's possible.
Well, if you were a kid and you thought you heard ghosts, but it was just
mom and dad.
doing it. Mom and dad.
Dude, but guys, we are celebrating 2 years of Pinch My Salt. Can we get a round of applause? Come on. Woo! It's been 2 years since we've been in this stupid band.
Maybe one day we can get out of this band.
I know. Dude, we need a proper studio. 2 freaking years. We love you guys. Thanks for watching with us for 2 years. It's Pinch My Clips time, Starls. Thank you guys for everyone who sent in clips.
We're gonna pinch your clips. We're gonna pinch them and we're gonna laugh. Just make sure you got a West Peak in your hand and we can all laugh together and laugh till we die.
Cheers, mate.
Brought to you by
West Peak.
the official beverage of surfing.
Dude, somebody tagged Kelly's poster. What's it called? Statue.
Dude, no wonder Kelly seemed pissed off lately.
This is it. Someone tagged his...
Do you think he called someone? Take it down.
Take it down. Get that frick stuff down.
Get that sign down.
Shane. What is Shane doing?
Look at Shane.
Is that a green screen?
He's so... Look how into it he is, touching the camel.
His eyes are closed.
Okay.
What is Shane doing? Is he filming a new Aladdin or something?
Shane has a side to him that a lot of people don't see. Have you watched In God's Hands?
I haven't.
Can you show a couple clips?
Sure. Dude, so he's kind of got a soft side.
Shane's kind of like a weird misto side.
Ooh.
He lived in New York by himself once.
Oh, so he experimented with stuff.
Like he would go to New York and wear leather jackets and like walk around and like stare off like...
Yeah.
All of Shane's like close friends, they said Shane had this, they called it the blue steel look.
Oh, he had like a vibe he'd put off?
I think in his early 20s, like he needed to look handsome at all times.
Yeah.
So they would catch him like, he would do this like...
Kind of like a...
Like a blue steel.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He would pout his lips.
And what is he just hanging... He stole your glasses.
Shane!
Could you beat him up?
Out of respect, no. I respect him too much.
All right.
He's pretty buff.
Are you serious?
I think he's a little shorter than me, and
that don't matter with
it's
that.
just not... Shane wouldn't beat anyone up.
He's too good.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
He's above people.
He's above beating people up. Dude, look at this skater. Ooh, he's backside 50-50. Oh, right into Oprah.
What? What's happening?
Dude, you just booby slammed him.
He didn't even seem sorry.
Dude. You see the chesticles just...
God. It broke her fall.
I know.
So she's like a security guard?
Yep. And he...
Oops.
She double D slammed him, dude.
Oh my gosh. He's like, oh God.
Dude.
Do you think he went to jail for that?
I would hope he ran off and they posted the clip a year later. I mean, that's pretty rad. Milk it.
That's what a barrel feels like.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like a salty barrel.
Getting dropped by a big black woman?
Like it's not hard, but enough pressure makes it hard.
Dude, so this is how core lords walk?
So this, dude, when someone's super gnarly at something, they walk weird. I'm telling you, everyone's gonna now notice it.
Right.
Like back in the early O's, like the gnarliest surfer, like Bruce Irons used to walk like
just
this.
like he's hurting or
like
something?
He'd walk back to pipe and he's like,
you walk like a giant.
He's walking like he has the biggest wedgie on earth. Like,
right.
Whoa, this is kind of deep on ya. This one's kind of deep. Yeah, it's kind of up there.
So you have the more the wedgie is, the more core you are.
There's something weird to it, dude. I think it's like maybe you're a little sore. This guy just found out Kelly could come to Ron John's surf shop and help him clean his trophies.
Oh, he's the new assistant?
Yeah, Kelly's gonna bring him in and he can sleep on one of the bunk beds.
Oh, that's nice.
It's kind of a big deal. Kelly doesn't let anyone just come and wash his trophies. Like he's showing them pictures.
These are the trophies.
He's like, oh, I can't wait to wash them. Can't wait to wash that one. Can't wait to wash it. It's a big deal in the surf world.
Dude. Oh, sideswiped?
Those kind of nerdies.
Dude, so a boogie boarder took out this chick?
Oh my gosh. Look at her head.
Jeez.
God, he like dropped her.
Whose fault? Whose fault is that?
The boogie boarders.
Oh,
because he's in front of her. So after I got that wave in Alabama,
oh yeah,
Gabriel and Medina hit me up.
Yeah,
he's like, you know, you're kind of the new guy now, so I want to pass on like this new secret, like warm up.
Oh, he showed you an exercise?
Yeah, it's like a pro surfing exercise.
Oh,
like
you're gonna show us?
Yeah, it's me and Gabriel.
Yeah, yes.
This is
like it's.
What does it do?
Well, foil boarders have been onto this for a while.
Oh, it kind of. What does it do?
It lengthens your spine.
Oh,
and it gets your taint all fired up.
Oh, so you're better at airs and stuff.
I guess.
Wait, is that Kelly watching? Look, so Kelly was there.
Yeah, he's always there, dude. So this is me and you after we cruise the streets after potting.
This is us.
Look at us. This is the way I feel like this when I'm walking with you.
Really?
Like when we're on the beach and people are looking at us, I'm like, dude, we're kind of gnarly right
Where
now.
does all that come from?
That's huge.
What? Which part? All of it. This is my 4-inch wave.
You better learn the rules. You can't even surf.
I love it because it's the smallest wave ever ridden.
Get off my wave, punk. These are my waves. I only know them.
Like, to me, if it's like a huge wave, it's like, dude, this, we gotta, regulate. But this,
it didn't need like a hella push.
Yeah, just
maybe a little one.
Just a little chopper.
But I mean, he showed him the rules.
That's true. Good on you.
Rules are rules.
Rules are rules. That's right. Dude, is this surfing or just like a baseball player sliding into home plate?
The clayback?
Dude. Is that what it's called? Clay Marzo?
Yeah. Clay Marzo's clayback.
Dude.
Look at him.
He's in bed right now. He's asleep and the board's off on
his front toes on the nose. Look at him. He's like a DJ.
Yeah, no, he's a break dancer. How did he do it?
Dude, we've been trying to figure out for years the clayback.
The clayback.
He's the only one who can do it.
Does he have like a special wax?
He's like, I gotta take a dump.
He's asleep right. He's gone. And then he's like, nope.
He's like, wake me up when September ends.
So that's like, not many people can do that.
How do you score that? Like, is that a proper trick?
To me, it's an accident, but not if he keeps doing it.
I mean, it's pretty sick. That's always been a weird area in surfing, like our laybacks.
Yeah,
like after a trick.
Yeah.
Should it even be counted? A lot of guys think no, and then some think it's rad.
Because you're recovering and you're still there.
I would say in the skate world, obviously.
No, if you touch the ground, it's like
one little.
What would you do? A snowboarder made this.
Is he too early? Oh, look, he's getting caught.
You would snowboard.
Later.
But snowboarders are like, I can't trade powder for waves, baby. Look at this guy.
All right. Got my sick leash. Gonna wrap it around my neck. It's kind of lets people know you're serious. Kind of gnarly. All right, I'm gonna go catch some chicks right now. Got my fins.
But dude, isn't that so great? Is this like kinky surfing?
Well, this means you're like as gnarly as they get.
Oh, like I'll die for this surf.
Screw it. Like, I'm just gonna freaking, if I lose my board, it's over.
It chokes you up. Dude, Doja Cat got Raymona'd.
So you should take notes.
Okay, I'm watching.
She actually had the best technique for this.
Really? Squatty?
Well, look how low she gets.
All right, Raymona'd's like, come on now.
He's like, a 1 and a 2 and a... Go this way. She's like, whatever.
Squat down.
See how she's...
Dude, she's like
super
monkey low.
You want to be low for your first barrel.
Okay.
So you don't get hit. He like set her up perfect.
And then I love...
She's so low and centered.
Raymona'd's like, later.
She's like,
dude.
Let me wipe my eyes. She's got it perfect. She wasn't even stoked.
I know. She's like, all right, what's
Look
next?
how hard she shredded.
I know that. I love that. That's what I would do. So Raymana dips out like.
See how she's super low and she's picking her nose? Let me just.
Dude.
Perfect.
So is that a barrel?
Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah, that's legit.
Dude, good on you, Doja.
You want to be that low.
Because if I was standing, I'd get boink.
Yeah, you hit your head.
I got to work on my flexors.
You need to sit just on your heels
in the backyard.
like that, in the backyard
With like a Slim Jim.
Ready for your barrel one day.
Okay.
I heard the wave there is $360.
One wave.
One wave.
I could do one. I could do half one.
Well, you could save up $1,000.
And well, do you think maybe we get some sort of discount?
No, Kelly's not going to give us a discount.
He charges more. Kelly, please, we'll stop making fun of you.
Dude, did you hear about Nathan Florence accident?
What, surfing?
He took a bad spill.
He did?
Yeah, look.
What a deep.
Florence had a new campaign, clothing campaign.
Oh, is it a beer commercial?
Well, they're super worried because now, like, they can't carry on the family.
Oh.
He just crushed all his kids.
We can't have children. Oh my gosh, let's check in on Haley.
Hey everybody, Haley back again. We are now on the river, but I'm gonna go off the river and see what everybody around the shop is up to.
Right.
Let's go check it out.
Oh. Let's go check it out. Hey everyone, I'm just gonna go. Hey everyone.
I love her voice. It's so sweet.
Haley back again. We are now on the river, but I'm gonna go off the river and see what everybody around the shop is up to.
Let's go hang out with the
Let's go check it out.
Fish.
Violent. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing, Haley.
She's like in the hospital still.
Dude, she broke her collarbone. So to me, this is surf skating. Dude, look at that. He doesn't pull it though.
Whoa.
Wasn't that
sick?
A 360 shove.
360 shove on a 6'4" pintail? It's pretty nerdy.
Dude, look at this sweet little girl. She's 7 years old and she's a master shredder.
Whoa.
7.
She's 7?
Yes.
She's not. It's
but
a girl.
Dude, look, she got bonked.
Aww.
Look how tough she is.
Look at her. She's gonna make it. She rips.
I know.
She's 7?
And look at the board. It's so little.
Dude, she serves better than you.
Well, for sure.
Look at her go.
Dude.
This is the future. Gosh, she's good. She's got good style.
I know. She's going to freaking... She's the future for sure.
Future world champ. What's her name?
Oh, fart. I'll look it up.
Look at her go. The waves she's serving is why was she fired up?
Dude, whoever that girl is, she's the future for sure.
Boogie boarders, they're a different breed.
Yeah, squeegers.
Squeegers.
Is that what they call them? Squeegers? Foamers.
Squeegers.
Squeegees.
So I was on the internet and I found this like core lord boogie boarder talking about. Dude, watch this clip.
All right.
Surfing was scared of bodyboarding. They were petrified of it. That's why they pulled all their advertising. They stopped putting their money into competitions, etc., because it was literally taking over their sport. And there was articles written and everything saying this is bodyboarding's killing our industry. I think the big surf brands had every intent of squeezing the life out of bodyboarding. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was in a business plan even.
What? So he thinks that there was a conspiracies to shut down boogie boarders?
I love him so much because like
he's so certain.
This is a true core lord. Like no true core lord boogie boarder would ever think like no one wanted a boogie board.
Wait. What's the problem though? Would boogie boarding take over the world?
What he's saying is everyone would be boogie boarding instead of surfing if they didn't plan this
Master plan.
to shut it down.
Shut it down. He's like, I bet there were meetings. I would bet on it.
That's like a rollerblader.
Yeah.
Saying like rollerblading was going to take over skateboarding.
Yeah.
And they shut us down.
Totally, dude.
Dude, I love his mindset so much. Like,
because he's certain.
Well, he's a 3 times, I think it's a 3 times world champion boogie boarder.
Right.
So obviously he's like pissed off because no one cares about boogie boarding. And he's like, fucking, if surfing didn't take us down, we would be the biggest ever.
Right.
Like, why would like if surf culture shut it down, why would that matter? Like it would still
thrive.
It would find a way.
Right. It's like me being like a good yo-yoer and being like, dude, they shut us down. Like
Frisbees, dude. Everyone, the Frisbee world actually shut the yo-yos down because they knew we were coming.
They knew
yo-yos were coming.
Well, you've said this yourself. Boogie boarders are gnarly.
Right.
And they're awesome. But this guy's just a little bit in denial.
Well, I love it. Every core lord think they're the most important person ever.
With whatever they're doing.
Like, there's some guys like that, they never go pro, and they'll stay surfing the amateur titles, and they'll get like 40, and they'll be like, I'm 40-time national champ.
It's like going to college for 30 years. Like, you just never graduated, bro.
You didn't go pro. You just kept serving amateur. So there's some old guys. They literally have like 20 plus national titles.
That's sad.
But it's all in the Masters division.
Dude.
Like the 40 and up.
It's like when David Spade tells Chris Farley, like, you've been in college for 4 years. There's a lot of people that go to college. Yeah, they're called doctors. He was just there partying or whatever.
A lot of people go for 7 years.
Yeah, they're called doctors. I get it. Well, bless his heart. He's probably good at it.
Cheers to him.
Cheers.
Like, I love the energy.
Yeah, just
like, it's so sick.
Yeah, he's got it. You have been surfing your brains out from all these hurricanes.
Dude, it's because of West Peak, because they're gluten-free.
They're gluten-free.
They have, like, barely any calories in this.
130 calories in the cooler.
Only 2 grams of sugar. So it's just kind of up to my level.
Really? It gives you the energy?
I feel like it's official. Like, West Peak is the official beverage of surfing.
Really?
It's official.
Dude, so if you're a surfer, you have to be drinking West Peak.
Well, I heard the president.
Which one?
Obama.
Yeah.
He made West Peak the official beverage.
He wrote it into Congress?
Yeah, he wrote it into Congress.
Dude, that's sick.
So now, like,
if you surf, you drink West Peak.
If you see another West Peaker,
give him a little.
Good on you, mate.
You know that, Rose, mate. Guys, go to drinkwestpeak.com. Get a West Peak. Come on, do it.
The official beverage of surfing.
Sakaba.
I remember you got in trouble for going into a graveyard.
One night, me and my friends, there's like this secret graveyard in Gulf Breeze proper that has like Civil War generals in it, and no one knows about it. And we went out, and a cop went whoop whoop, and we were like, we were just trying to impress these girls we were with, and we were out past curfew, and I had to do like I got in huge trouble.
Curfew?
There was curfew because it was like
Gulf
homecoming weekend or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have curfew for teenagers.
I remember all the elders talking about Ryan got caught at the graveyard. It's looking pretty rough for him. Your dad and my dad, I remember they were like acting like you did the worst thing ever.
Well, I did like get pillows and blankets and stick it in there to make it look like my body was still in bed.
Oh, you snuck out.
Then I snuck out. So it was pretty cool. I've got a little dark side in me. See, I got it out. Have you ever snuck out?
I didn't have to.
Your mom was asleep.
Well,
you didn't have to sneak out of the house and do some nasty stuff.
I didn't have to sneak out because I moved out.
Oh, because you're a surfer.
Well, my sophomore year was my last year in high school.
Right.
And I went homeschooled.
Yeah.
And I went and lived in Hawaii.
You were homeschooled.
Yeah. Homeschool is the biggest.
A homeschooled surfer means no school.
No school. Are you no schooled?
I'm no school. That's what you were. Wow. So you didn't have to sneak out. You were just living in the streets.
I lived out.
Dude.
I think when I heard about you sneaking out, I felt bad.
That I had to sneak out.
Yeah, because it's like...
You heard about it?
It was a big deal in the family. I remember people looked down on you. They're like, he's really...
I know, and I had the burden of the PK on my shoulders.
You had to rebel.
I had to rebel.
But then your dad sent your ass to Miami. And you were never the same after that.
I know, it shaped me up, dude.
Before Miami, you were kind of like a jockey punk.
Yeah.
You were like...
I started wearing Sperry's.
What's Sperry's?
Some dorky boat shoes. And I look back at that, I'm like, what season was I in?
I remember you were like more alpha than me.
Yeah, I had an alpha zone for a couple of years.
You were battling me for head alpha.
Head cousin alpha. Obviously, Chandler and Justin were nowhere near. I was alpha of those, and you were alpha of the rest. Yeah.
But you were battling me for head alpha for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then your dad shipped your ass to Miami, and like you came back totally different.
A whipped puppy.
You like became hipster and just nice.
I did. I was failing.
You got into Snow Patrol.
Oh yeah. Snow Patrol. I was skipping college and not going to class, and my dad found out. He's like, "You're either kicked out or there's a job I can get you down in Miami."
Oh, is that what officially happened?
Yes.
Yeah, you were slacking up.
We can cut this out, but there was this moment in my brain. I was like, "Okay, I'm not going to Miami. I'll go live with Oma." So I took Oma out to lunch, and she was like, "Oh, this is so nice." And in my brain, I had this whole plan. I'm gonna ask her if I can live, because you know how she had that upper.
That'd be awesome.
And then we went to lunch, and I just sat there and I couldn't ask her.
Why?
So I felt like she's so happy to go to lunch with me, and I'm like, I'm doing it for selfish reasons. So I just didn't ask her, so I just moved to Miami. And we had a great lunch at the Creamery in Gulf Breeze proper.
She probably would have loved it if you would ask her.
I know, but something about the little shine in her eyes was so excited that I didn't have anything I needed. And then I moved away.
That's so funny. I remember being at church.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Hey, Sterling." And you had your hands in your pockets and like suspenders.
No, I did.
You were so nice. And like,
maybe I was.
Did you get saved?
I did get saved down in Miami. That's what happened. I got saved in Miami, dude.
Really?
Yeah. It was technically Fort Lauderdale, but whatever. So yeah, that's a little bit about me after 2 years.
And that changed you?
I think it did. It made me like, whoa, dude, I gotta wake. I was like skateboarding with Justin, like at 19 doing nothing.
Man.
You were off surfing.
I think that's why I got away with a lot more, because I was successful.
Yeah. I didn't apply myself.
Right.
Then I came back and I was like, all right.
I think that's when adults get worried about you.
If you're not at least applying yourself.
Yeah, if you're not crushing something.
Right.
If you're crushing, then you can get away with like hanging out with chicks.
Like if I was crushing it like a friggin' like Blockbuster, like I'm the manager, I'm doing good. They'd be like, at least he's doing it.
Right.
But I wasn't even a Blockbuster level. Wow, we're learning about me after 2 years.
So you got saved and came back.
And we were friends then.
And you started filming?
Well, you want to get deep in the story? You were dating my cousin. And so we started... And so we started hanging out.
So you want to get deep in this story?
We can pull up some skeletons. And we went skim. I thought I was so cool. I was like, I'm going to skimboard so good in front of Sterling. And you showed up in one of these vans and I was like skimboarding. And then you like you're weird. Like you skimboard like a surfer.
Isn't it called like a gorilla or something? Gorilla jumps?
Whatever you do, you like run weird. Like you're popping up on a surfboard.
It's a monkey jump.
And I was like, what is he doing? Like in my brain, I was like, he doesn't know how to skimboard.
And then I would go out like 10 feet farther.
Yeah, and we were like, dang it, he's better at me at this.
But wouldn't you expect me being good at
well,
skimboarding?
I would hope so. Because you surf all day.
Yeah, that's like...
Yeah. It's
skimboarding's pretty easy.
Skimboarding's like a small surfboard with no fin.
So Maggie brought us together?
Maggie brought us together. Seriously. We wouldn't have been friends or hung out if Maggie and you didn't date.
Really?
Yeah.
You think? Oh, because I would go to y'all's.
You all of a sudden were in my life for some reason. We would go to an Easter party and Sterling was there. I was like, what is he doing here?
It was weird seeing the other side.
Yeah, the Norton, the little.
Because I wasn't invited to those.
Why would you be? You're not a part of that family. If you haven't seen the episode, Sterling dated my cousin, which is not his cousin. It's totally legal down here. And they
Totally legal down here.
and they broke up. We're good.
We check with the police.
We check with the websites. It's good.
I know, me and her, it was like we could never be, because
Oh my
everywhere we
gosh.
go,
Yeah.
it would be, if we were around you, it's like, this is my cousin and this is my cousin.
But if you murdered me and buried me somewhere, you would have no connection.
Zero.
Yeah. Scary times, Halloween.
We're talking about the skeletons in our closet.
Yeah. She's happily married. You're doing stuff.
Doing things. I mean, since it's Halloween, I think it's time to get all of our closet,
All of our closets
all
out?
of our closets out of our skeletons.
Okay. What do you got?
Well, I have a lot of people asking me to ask you something.
What are you about to say, dude?
Everyone wants to know if you're gay.
Who's asking?
Dude, everyone.
In the DMs?
We're going to test this.
Oh my God. What are you doing? All right. Test me.
Oh my God, what are you
Oh my
doing?
God.
Have you ever had feelings for the same gender close friend?
Just the guy in Rookie of the Year. The Sandlot
Who's
guy.
that?
The main Sandlot guy that can run real fast. I was like, dude, that dude's cool.
The Mexican?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Robbie?
I don't remember his
So
name.
kind of.
Well, yeah.
Have you ever kissed someone or wanted to kiss someone of the same gender?
Heck no.
Heck no.
Heck no.
Mm. How do you feel about queer characters in TV shows and movies?
I don't feel anything.
It's a little sus. When you imagine being in a relationship, what do you picture?
My wife.
What's his name?
Brianna.
How would you feel about identifying as a gay? Just be honest.
How would I feel about it?
Yeah.
Well, down here, I'd probably get stoned.
In the van?
Yeah, no, in Florida. I don't feel anything about it. I don't know how to answer that question. Keep going.
Have you ever felt attracted to someone of the same gender?
The guy in Sandlot.
What happened?
I was. He just thought he was cool, and I wanted to be.
Like
him.
your wiener?
No.
It went.
Stop.
How do you feel about dating someone of the opposite gender?
The opposite gender? Wait, not the. Yeah, I feel great about dating someone in the opposite gender. The opposite gender means a girl.
Are you sure?
You're just trying to confuse me.
When you imagine kissing or being intimate with a future partner, how do you feel?
It feels good, but I have a wife.
So you're thinking about someone other than her.
No. What are you talking about?
If you scroll through your feed, do you see content from queer creators?
No.
That's a little sexist.
It's a little sus too.
That's sexist.
It's gaysist.
It seems like you're trying to push it away.
Really? Is that what it says? Well, we cleared it up. I'm not gay. Did I
still
pass?
confused. It says you're 50-50.
All right, I'm 50-50.
Well, everyone, we're still not sure.
Mom, if you're watching, Sterling's joking. I get all nervous. Hello, pinchers. You must now like and comment the video. You are under our mind control. Thank you for 2 years of pure happiness. Now like, comment, and subscribe. Dude, I found out the gnarliest thing. My neighbor used to date Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Are you lying?
Hi! Topanga!
Dead serial. From they were like in high school or something. And they went to the same high school, and he's like, yeah, I dated Topanga.
What's school?
I can't remember. He told me.
What state?
It was in California, I think. But yeah, my neighbor JP said, yeah, I dated Topanga. She was pretty stuck up. But isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
He dated Topanga.
Did he kiss her?
Probably. Pretty crazy.
So he's like royalty.
I know. I know. He's just some random dude that I know, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, Topanga." I'm like, what? Who can say that?
I slayed Topanga.
Topanga.
The kids don't know who Topanga is. Who is she?
She was on Boy Meets World.
She was like a goddess. She was like a chubby goddess.
The reason why it came out was because my daughters were watching. My daughter was watching Girl Meets World, which is the new one, and then he was picking up his daughter. He's like, "Oh, I dated Topanga," and I'm like, "What? What?" Yeah, Topanga was like all of our like top 10 crushes.
She was so like, she had so much meat.
I know, Topanga.
Do you ever read comments online and you're like, dude, what? Where is that person in life?
I just imagine them with beer cans surrounding them. Like, why would they write that?
Well, Free Surf Magazine posted a video of me like 24 years ago.
Yeah. Cut to it. Dude, you shredding.
And this dude on the post, he goes, "Wow, I guess bragging about yesteryear never ends. It just goes on forever. Jeez, that's kind of sad." That's what he wrote to that footage.
So what, do you just never show the footage? Is that his brain? Like, don't ever talk about the past.
Like, should we have found that footage and been like, oh, we got to get rid of this.
Delete it. What is he saying?
Why isn't it fun to show footage from 25 years ago?
Oh, the things of yesteryears. Does it ever end? What the heck, dude? Yeah, and you imagine what would make a person write that crap?
Well, that footage is so cool for me to see because I was like 18 and I moved to the North Shore by myself without dad.
Yeah.
And it was like such a weird year, like trying to be on your own and stuff. And I surfed every single day, and like every day you're trying to charge and like you're just trying to get someone to notice you.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen that footage.
Really? So that's the first time?
Never seen it. And like so many days. I mean, there's like hundreds of photographers on the beach every day.
I know, dude.
And I went that whole year not seeing one photo of you. Like, you're just, when you're back then, when you're young, to get filmed was so hard.
Right.
Like, it took years of me not getting any clips to just one person be like, "Hey, I got a clip of you."
Yeah.
Because this is before the internet.
Yeah.
They couldn't just like, "I'm sending your clips over." Like,
well, and it was also literally on tape, most likely.
Yeah, like I think Mike Latronic filmed these.
Really?
I mean, this had to be like 2004.
Yeah, that was like kind of before SD card thingies became a thing. It was literally tapes.
Yeah,
so that person had to like
VHS.
You just wasted tape room.
So that's why it was so cool seeing that stuff. Like, I was like, I really was there.
Yeah, and then some jerk off.
And he's like, "Oh, you're an idiot."
Does it ever end?
I remember I got stoned for the first time.
Really?
And I was staying at Keiki Beach.
Keiki Beach?
That's where that one guy that takes all those crazy photos, the barrels right on the beach.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yep. Clark Little.
Clark Little.
Yeah, it's the beach where Clark Little gets all this crazy beach, like,
yeah,
it'll be like 10 foot on the beach.
And he just sacrifices himself.
I remember my friend Devin, he loves smoking weed.
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, just try it once."
And you're like, "Whoa."
I tried it, and it felt so like cruisums.
Yeah.
And we went down to the to the beach, and those barrels were happening. I remember sitting in the barrels, stoned to the bone, and just like, and it was like, and it's like,
and you just sit there and take it.
It was just slamming me, and I remember just feeling the sand all over me. I was like, ah.
It's all over.
We were like ragdolls on the beach, like we're just like, ah.
So that's some people watch like Pink Floyd or something. You just, just get destroyed.
I remember it felt amazing.
Really?
Yeah, like the sand on your body. Like
maybe it was acid that you took.
And I remember we went back to our house and ate like a huge thing of goldfish. And I remember I slept face first on the carpet. Like, I remember it felt good. Like my face just
smashed
right on the carpet. Like crumbles of goldfish everywhere.
So that is something that happened in your past, that getting the closets out.
I remember riding my bike and just like looking at trees. I'm like, God, this is insane.
And you're still stoned?
Mm-hmm. I was just like, man, this is kind of incredible here.
Wow.
And then I lost my wallet that day.
Dude. So did it make you want to start smoking marijuana?
It did.
And then you lost your wallet.
And I remember that evening, me and Devin, we only had one bike, and we were starving from being stoned. And I remember, so I was smaller than him, so I was like, I'll sit on the handlebars. And the food land was like a mile that way, and it's kind of down this bike path that goes down. So I remember we get on, like stoned to the bone, and I'm sitting on the handlebars, and Devin's face is like right here trying to, and I remember he was making these funny grunts, like he's like, and dude, I was crying, laughing so hard, and then he starts crying, laughing, and we can't stop, and we're like, we're just trying to get there, and I felt like I was on a haunted house hayride because I was in this tree tunnel, and we'd see people and laugh at them. I was like, dude, this is the funniest thing ever.
And you're in your own world. Everyone's just like, what are they doing?
Me and Deb were like,
just going to get some Twinkies.
Oh man, that was funny,
dude. So this guy is such a tool and wrote that comment. Did it piss you off?
Well, yeah, I was like gonna respond.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I was gonna be like, what are you? Well, I didn't post the video.
Right, someone posted it and you collabed with it.
So, who are you mad at?
Right.
Someone posting a video of me? You're mad at them bragging about me?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like they're proud.
Right. That's like,
it just felt weird.
Like never show footage of what you've done in life ever.
It's like, don't look at your children's photos on your refrigerator. That happened last year.
Yeah, delete them.
Throw those away.
Comments are weird, dude. I've learned to just not care about the good ones or the bad ones. Just
wow.
Well, I heard someone say that once.
Very Buddha of you.
They said, don't let the good ones get you really stoked because
Denzel Washington said that.
Denzel Washington?
Mm-hmm.
And don't let the bad ones mess with you either, because it's like, just keep on keeping on, baby.
Don't get too high, don't get too low.
Yeah, Denzel knows what's up. Did you watch scary movies growing up? I'm not talking like The Goonies. I'm talking like the gnarly ones, like Saw and all that stuff. You know, like the demonic stuff.
Well, I have a love-hate relationship with scary movies.
Like the scary ones, like The Shining and all that?
I love them. Just after I watch a scary movie, I'll be peeing.
And see something.
And I'll look behind me, like... and then, like... I'll flush it and the loudness scares me. I'm like, someone gonna grab me.
Yeah, it puts like demon stuff in your brain everywhere you go.
Yeah, everywhere you're walking, like someone might be behind this corner and it finally happens.
I know, I'd be at a friend's house and then that night I like have to make sure my door is extra locked and everything. Like, I don't like how it makes you think for days.
I love watching them, but I had to stop.
I've never watched a real scary movie besides like The Shining.
Really?
Like, you ever watch the Saw movies? I'm going to play a game when they like you have to like cut your own hand off to get out. No, thank you.
I watched Rob Zombie's movies.
Never seen him. Scary.
I watched one in Hawaii and it scared for like a week. I couldn't go outside.
No, thanks. I bet there's so many people out there that like that's what they do. They watch horror movies all day. Does it just get their blood pumping? Is that their surfing?
Yeah. They're called Scorpios.
Scorpios? What year is that? Month is that?
It's coming up.
Uh-oh.
It's like the end of October, early November.
Here we go. Halloween.
Well, that's why they're kind of...
They need to make a surf horror movie. Wouldn't that be sick? Like Kelly's like... Laird's got a big chainsaw.
That'd be pretty badass.
Dude, let's do it. Let's get a scary surf movie.
Have you heard about Scorpios?
Nope. They're dark-sided.
They call them the dark
arts.
They're the dark sign.
Really? Scorpios. And those are late October, early November people?
You know who's a Scorpio? Our bro, Tony.
Antony? Antony Starr?
Mm-hmm.
The Homelander? That's why he's so good at it.
You love him.
Guys,
Isn't he amazing?
He's so good.
He's one of the best actors ever.
Antony Starr should be the biggest star on the planet. He's so...
Isn't he?
He's insane. Sterling and Antony Starr talk. It's super cool. I'm nerding out.
What's funny? We've been just talking surf stuff because he's from New Zealand.
Yeah,
he's like a super core lord surfer.
Yeah.
And I was watching a show. It's called The Boys, right?
Yes.
And dude, I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, he's the best.
You watch it?
Bad guy ever.
Dude, he makes you so mad, and he's like crushing people's skulls and stuff, dude.
And so I messaged him after. I was like, dude, you have to be Scorpio. And he's like, he sends me like text. Ha. He's like, I'm a Scorpio.
Shut up.
Scorpios, they're just like his character. They're so nice.
Like they want to please people. Or people to like them.
Scorpios have the biggest heart, and I think because their hearts are so big, it can go the other way so gnarly too.
Okay.
So no one will love you like a Scorpio, and no one will hate you like a Scorpio.
Dude, Homelander.
It's like...
Dude.
And I've dated and been married to a couple Scorpios.
Dude, boy.
It's pretty gnarly.
But shouldn't you just ask what they are before you get married?
Well, that's what I do now.
Oh, you do now.
Every person I talk to now.
I'm
like, what's your sign?
Yeah, okay.
And it helps.
Okay. Because there's ones that like connect better.
Well, there's nicer ones.
Oh, okay. What if you met a soulmate and she's Scorpio?
I think it could still work.
But
they have to be a self-trained Scorpio.
Oh, like potty trained.
Yeah. Well, they have to know they have some of the the darkest darkness in them.
I get you.
So they have to...
Yeah, keep it in check.
Yeah, like...
Dude, so what else did Antony say?
He's so cool. He's just generally a normal guy.
Dude.
And like, you can tell he just loves surfing. And
that's sick.
Dude, we need to have him on the pond.
Come on, Antony. Fly down here. I want to give you a hug. Shut up, Stuart. Dude, that's so sick.
No, he's one of the cooler, famous people I've met.
He just seems like I think if you're a surfer, you're kind of cool.
Right.
Like Chris.
Like I can tell he's a true surfer.
Yeah, because he knows the rules.
Like a lot of famous people I meet and like they like surfing, like it's like the first 2 weeks they love you and then they just slowly stop talking to you.
A-list celeb.
And I think
but if they grew up surfing, they grew up eating.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like a real surfer, like you really appreciate another real surfer.
Right, they get it.
Like you're part of the same tribe.
I hear you. It's kind of like that with skateboarders.
Yeah.
Dude, Sterling told me this. He's trying to, be my therapist on this episode. Kind of be my dad. He told me that I need to find someone in my life that I look up to that I'm like, I'm going to embody that person. Yeah. And you know who it is for me? Yours is LeBron James, I think.
Yeah, he's one of them, man.
The guy I look up to and I've always looked up to in my life is Jamie Thomas.
Yeah.
And dude, I was watching this recent thing. He's talking about how he looked in the mirror one day. He just turned 50 the other day.
Oh my God.
And he's like,
damn.
And he's like so disciplined, so structured, does yoga, and I'm like, I just gotta, when I wake up in the morning, just pretend I'm Jamie Thomas.
You're just on that skateboard.
Yeah. Jamie Thomas spray painted this.
Really?
Anyway, yeah.
He did it?
Yeah. I had to buy it. Jamie did this. Watch. Cut to the video. The GOAT, Jamie, the chief.
What is he famous for? The leap of death?
What is he famous for?
I mean, the big one.
He's a core lord.
I know, but what? It was the
thrill of it all. Misled youth, dying to live.
What didn't he do?
Well, if we're talking just like mainstream crap, yeah, he did the leap of faith. But
yeah, the leap of faith.
Yeah, leap of faith. That's sick.
That's his big one, right?
That's just such.
It's like Tony Hawk has his 900,
right? Well,
but he's done obviously.
Jamie was like a handrail dude. He's got the coolest story. But
hand job.
Handrails. He would hit handrails bigger and better than everybody back in the day. Really? He was just a great skater, but he's so disciplined. He's 50 and he's putting out this thing called 50 for 50. Like every year he turns a different, every year he gets, I'm all excited about Jamie Thomas. Every year he puts out like 49 tricks for 49, 50 tricks for 50. So he's putting out his 50 part this year and it's supposed to be super good.
His 50th trick?
Yeah. He does 50 tricks in a video.
Oh, really?
You're such a server.
I thought he was coming out with a new trick.
This is this is my 50th trick. Anyway, so I'm looking up to Jamie, and I'm gonna see if I can like, what's the word you say?
Embody.
Like, embody. When I wake up, like, okay, what would Jamie do?
Well,
but I do have one more thing about Jamie. I traveled with Jamie in Ireland for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
You've been with them.
Yes. And when we were playing quarters, where you slide quarters and try to break people's fingers, like bloody them up, just teenagers goofing off. And he walked in.
He was a teenager?
No, he was older. And he goes, "You guys are idiots." And he was like, "Woo!" And he made fun of us. And we were like,
Sign my face.
Sign my face. I have a lot of stories I could tell, but whatever.
Was he in Tony Hawk?
Yes, he was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So everyone knew him. He became a household name after that. But what's so cool about Jamie, I keep interrupting you. Jamie was so into the video game. He's such a like perfectionist that he didn't want it to be cheesy. So he was like one of the only pros that was like, "Nah, dude, we need to change this. We need to make
like the
more,
feet need to be more.
Like it needs to be more legit. That I wouldn't do that trick." And like, so he was like so into it. And
that's cool.
He's a core lord. So yeah, you embody LeBron.
Well, I have a spirit animal.
What is it?
It's a black jaguar.
What's my spirit animal? Platypus?
Platypus?
An anteater?
Do you have a spirit animal?
A cheetah. I've always wanted to be a cheetah.
Well, your spirit animal is something you want to embody. Like they give you that strength.
Okay.
So when I think of a jaguar at night in the jungle, like the blue moon on them, and they're sitting like up on a tree.
Just quiet.
And all you hear is, you know, they'd sit in the jungle and they'd just be like, yeah. And they're the gnarliest one in the jungle.
Dude.
And no one would go near it. And if you did, you'd just be like, but could you imagine that power they possess where they're just sitting there like, they're so zen, but they're also like so powerful. Like the second they open their eyes, they could just pounce on anything.
And all the birds like.
So that's my spirit animal. Like sometimes when I'm walking in the park and stuff, I'll walk and I'm like,
oh, are you a furry? Do you bring a tail?
I'm like, sometimes I'll walk in the park with a tail.
Dude, those tails aren't cheap. Just kidding. That's cool. So, and then they're also like their power under control.
Right.
That's what it is.
It would take a lot for them to mess with anyone.
Right.
It's like if you came up on a jaguar, they'd probably let you go.
Right. Move along.
But they would just be. You wouldn't bother them.
No.
And I think that's the energy I like.
Right.
Where you're so self-controlled and powerful.
Right. And what's your so you embody a jack? What's it called? The jack leopard, a black leopard,
jaguar,
a black jaguar, and then what do you embody LeBron? You like black stuff.
Well, my dad was black.
True.
LeBron, I like him because he's so structured.
Yeah.
And he's the best, longest playing athlete we've ever seen.
Right. Besides maybe Tom Brady, but that's.
But Tom, don't get me started.
All right, move along.
LeBron's a better athlete. Like Tom Brady, a football player is different.
They sit for half the game.
Yeah, they're just sitting in the back.
Yeah, waiting for defense.
Let everyone do everything else. I'm like LeBron is doing everything for 20 plus years.
Wild.
So I love hearing about stuff he does to stay healthy.
Right. I
think he's the best we've ever seen, like for preparing to stay in shape.
Right, at his age.
And I'm amazed he was so smart to do this stuff. Like we're talking, he was doing this stuff 20 years ago.
Right, and he's kept doing it.
And guys now still won't even do it.
Right. They're out smoking cigars and talking to Charles Barkley.
But with my brain injury, he really helped me. Like, I started taking on his philosophy. Like everything from the second you get up, you have to you have to get everything, like make the bed, this, that, like, you're being clean is one of the biggest things you need in life.
Discipline. Yeah,
it's discipline. Like, and not procrastinating. Like you procrastinate one thing and it'll add up.
adds
So at
up.
the end of the day, if you missed like 5 things,
Yeah.
that's like 5 things you're putting on your back.
Yeah.
And then the next day you still don't get them, and it's like 5 more. Like,
You're like, I didn't do it
and then
yesterday.
in like a month you just feel heavy emotionally because you're not
Yeah.
dealing with all this like little things.
All the little things just add up.
So I think that if you really want to thrive in life, you just have to your house, your family, everything needs to feel like a pirate ship.
Just working
And it's like, how do we get this thing to freaking
sail
good?
Is there anything else? Like there's animals, there's humans.
Well, I also embody like old ancestors of mine, like Geronimo,
Right.
like Native American stuff. I love like walking around like with my flute,
Yeah.
like pretending it's like a spear, and I'm just like,
I don't think a lot of people do this.
well, being a surfer is just different.
You're tapped in.
Well, especially guys who surf big waves, like you're just a different creature.
Mhm.
Like you're going out in the ocean and like charging,
Dude. Yeah.
and it gives you this just mental strength when you're walking on land with mere mortals.
Yeah. Just guys that go to the grocery store and
But the downside, I know a lot of like legit big wave guys.
yeah.
Like I'm not a legit big wave guy.
Right.
Like to a normal surfer, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I charge, but I've been around like
The big boys.
way gnarly and layered guys.
Really?
Like make layered look like a wuss guys.
Whoa.
And when I'm around them, dude,
They have like an aura.
they're almost too gnarly. They can't be happy.
Yeah,
They're just always like, next one.
when's the next one?
And they have a hard time of being like nice and happy to
like
people.
relatable.
Yeah, because they're just so nanny. Like they surf outer reefs and like paddle in by themselves and
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm like,
How could you be married to a person like that? Like the wives are just like,
Well, I think they need wives to balance them out, but they probably like beat them up.
take the trash out. Well, I always know when you're in that kind of surfer mode. It's like
I don't text as much.
you don't text as much. You don't like. You're just a little more in that mystical realm. When the surf's up, I'm like, all right, so Sterling's gonna not do this week. He's gonna not in a bad way. You're just in the surfer mode.
Well, when the hurricanes come,
Yeah, that's what it is.
I get like 400 messages,
From everybody.
and they're like, oh, and like I have to weed through them, like who's actually my friend right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be in the best spot, so it takes me to being in tune with nature.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm not on my phone.
Right. You're on the paths of like acting like a leopard or something.
Yeah, I'm in the ocean like.
Jaguaring it up.
Well, I love training and working out and training for the big one.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily like, will I ever even catch this big one? But I think having that mindset
Yeah.
makes you bigger. It makes you train harder. I think everyone should be training for the big one, whether you're going to surf it or not.
Or even just people that don't surf. Be in good shape in case someone's drowning and you need to save them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you're always, it's a mindset. You're
Yeah.
always training for the big one.
Training for the big one.
And
guys.
maybe the big one will come. Like maybe I will be at Jaws.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And for me, it could just be
And just that possibility in my mind makes my life better. Like, I think so many people put a ceiling on themselves.
right.
And I really love, in my mind, it's like, oh, I'm going to surf Jaws one day. But that makes life funner.
Dude, that would be crazy.
And I don't just do that. I do that with everything. Like, and I think that's like how people become really successful.
right.
Like, I imagine anything's possible.
right.
Like,
And
oh, Jonah Hill's going to call me tomorrow and like, we're going to make a movie.
Yeah,
Like,
when the
that's a
opportunity-
reality in my mind.
when the opportunity comes, you're ready.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
And a lot of us were like,
dude, I mean, I think that's the biggest struggle of being a human is like you get so down on yourself.
yeah. And the weeks turn into months and then everything's mundane and everybody just gets.
I know how it feels like with my brain injury. It felt literally impossible
Yeah.
just to walk. So to get over these mental hurdles, it's like I went through so many days where you're just so down on yourself.
Yeah.
But you just gotta pick yourself back up.
I've always gone through seasons like that where I'm like down on myself, and then I feel good, and then I slip, and then that's what it's like, peaks and stuff.
I think that's just being a human.
It's like a wave.
And, yeah, you learn to ride the wave, and try to practice getting your lows not as low.
Yeah, try to be more
like. It's like, oh, I kind of get low during this season, so what can I do to be prepared for that?
Right.
And I think the people with the most self-control,
right,
and the most like people that are in the gym every day, no matter what, that consistency, it builds up.
Right.
Like your low days are still someone's highest day ever.
That's true.
So if you can make your lowest day someone's highest day ever, you're doing good.
Right.
So when you have your highest day, you're like freaking up here.
Totally.
And life is always just about building. Like, everyone should get injured once. I don't want people to get injured, but if you can overcome an injury, it gives you this mindset where it's like, well, I never want to go back to that place.
Yeah.
So I need to be every day, what can I make better? This, that, this, like, and that stuff builds up.
Yeah.
People you look at that are super successful, they got there because probably something really bad happened to them.
Right.
And they're like, I never want to feel that or be that way again. So like, what do I got to do? Like, it's like everything builds up after a while. When you see super successful people, like, I think the one thing people don't, that are like super successful, is like, you also have to be building your like happiness.
Yeah. You can't just let that part go.
Yeah. Like, if you just care about money, then you'll go the other way.
Right. It's balance.
I think it's balance.
It's always balance. Everything in life.
That was a little sus.
I'm looking at my hands like, shut up. What was it like surfing with your dad? Because around here, obviously, he's got a huge statue on the beach. He's a legend. He's called the Duke of the Gulf. What was it like when you go surfing with him?
It was like surfing with like a monk seal.
A monk seal.
That just laid on the beach.
He just was quiet.
My dad, he never if you surfed with him, he never looked at you. He never said anything.
Yeah.
Anything great you did, you never heard about.
He would never talk to you.
It was like you weren't there.
But would he, okay, he had to at least talk to you once. What would he say? Like, go that way.
Go over there.
Go over there.
I don't remember him ever looking at me. And he would always paddle around me. Like,
what's he looking at? The waves?
I mean, your dad's the same way.
I know. I have surfed with my dad and he doesn't say a word.
I remember I surfed with him once and he was so like...
I cut him off once and it was awesome.
Was he mad?
No, he was fine. But I dropped in and he was like, oh, and I took off and I was like, yeah.
I think the only way I could get him to talk to me, I remember like back at the house, I'd be like, oh, I did like an air and it felt pretty sick. And he would talk about it. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so when you would surf with your dad, would you be like, he'd be like, hey, we're going to the beach, we're going surfing, or would you meet up with them or like...
Well, when I was a kid, it was like a train leaving at a certain time, and if you missed it,
like, we're leaving.
It was like a boat taking off.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be on it.
And if you missed it, you're like, later, dude.
Like, I remember driving to the East Coast, and like you had to pee, and it was like just pee in a bottle, dude.
Just pee in your pants.
He did not stop. I was
Dude.
like, I gotta take a dump. He's like, hold it. So I learned to hold in
your junks,
my stuffs.
Dude, that's not healthy.
He was a diehard surfer,
right? He didn't think about
like. He just lived, breathed. He didn't brag. He didn't. It's like he was just it. Like he was surfing.
Right. And like the most amazing thing in the world could probably happen around him and he wouldn't even care. He's just like.
He was too core.
Like Brad Pitt could paddle out and he'd be like.
I remember Michael Jackson walked by us once.
No way.
He had a concert at the Pensacola Civic Center.
Michael freaking Jackson.
And he was staying at the Dunes Hotel. Remember the Dunes?
Yeah, this was a long time ago.
I was a kid. Me and him are sitting on the walkway next to the dunes. Mm-hmm. And he came walking out.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah. And I remember just looking at him. And he looked exactly like Michael Jackson. Like had the weird shiny stuffs on. And he walked on the beach and he was kind of like, whoa. like it was so bright.
And there was a ton of people around him?
Glass. No, no one knew. But we were on the back side of the hotel sitting. We used to surf the dunes all the time.
Yeah.
So we're just like sitting on the wooden walkway.
Eating some like mango or something.
And we obviously heard Michael Jackson's in town.
Yeah.
And he walked out, and I remember he was walking the thing. He was like, it was like walking on the moon. He's like, whoa.
Too
like,
bright.
like he was so white.
Yeah.
He's like, ah. But he wanted to enjoy. He like took his shoe off and he felt it. He's like, oh my gosh.
And what happened?
Then he walked back in.
And your dad just didn't even care.
My dad was like, that was Michael Jackson.
And he's like, wait, look at the waves.
And then we just surfed like it was another day.
That's amazing. I remember when I got into surfing and my skater friends, I was trying to explain it to them and I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain what it felt like to surf. I was like, it's like pushes you and all of a sudden you feel, it's like, what? And I thought of it like this. It's like trying to explain someone like what surfing feels like is like trying to explain like a weird dream you had.
Right.
You can't explain it.
I would say it's like marital sex with the ocean.
So it's legal in God's eyes.
I think it's like making love to the ocean. Did you get that vibe?
Well, no. It's something about it just felt ultra, like different than skateboarding, different than anything I've ever done. It just felt, we felt more connected to something about it. But you can't explain it to somebody. You know when you have a weird dream, you're like, dude, and then you see that their eyes glaze over as you try to tell them the dream.
It's like a fish explaining the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't understand it.
It's like, well, you're just kind of floating in it and...
You just can't explain it. It's something like mystical about it.
I've had like super mystical experiences.
Yeah.
Like I've been on a wave watching myself surf.
Whoa.
It's pretty gnarly.
Dude.
Just like, I just felt oneness with everything. And I was watching me ride waves like...
Dude. And then you go home and...
That's what's funny about life. You have all these great experiences and then you go back home and take a dump.
You have a booger.
You pick your nose, you watch TV, you put your feet up.
You've got diarrhea.
It's like the most amazing, like, mystical experience happens. Like, all right, time to go back home and
take a crap.
Make some chicken nuggets. Show's over. Everyone go home.
You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Y'all have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Thanks, guys, for watching. That's 2 years of pinching. We're done. We're shutting the show down. We're gone. Thanks, guys.
How's it? Thank you for watching Pinch My Salt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. Subscribe and tickle that like button. Pinch My Salt.